Meanwhile, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will leave France on Monday for Cape Town, South Africa, to co-chair the 11th section of the Nigeria-South Africa Bi-National Commission alongside President Cyril Ramaphosa scheduled for Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024 at the South African Parliament Building. The special advisor to the President on Information Strategy, Bayo Nanuga, disclosed this in a statement today, adding that President Tinubu and President Ramaphosa will engage in the substantive talks on a wide range of issues of mutual interest, including bilateral, regional and international matters, and will return to the country after the BNC meeting. A court, Tinubu has been in France on state visits since last Wednesday, where he had a meeting with President Emmanuel Macron on Thursday, and some deals were signed between both countries. Socio-economic rights and accountability projects RAP has urged President Bola Tinubu to direct the Minister of Finance and Minister of Economy, Wale Edu, and the Secretary General of the Federation, Oluwatoyin Sakirat, Maiden, to disclose the specific names of the companies and the contractors who collected over 167 billion naira from 31 ministries, departments and agencies but failed to execute any projects. SARAP is also seeking the details of the projects for which the contractors collected 167 billion naira and the proposed locations, as well as the number of contractors involved and the amount collected by each contractor. In the letter recently signed by SARAP Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, stated that publishing the names will make it hard for companies and contractors to get away with complicity in ground corruption. As the Yuletide season approaches, Nigerians in different parts of the country have expressed fear and worry over the possibility of traveling to their ancestral homes in the southeast, southwest, and northern regions due to the rising cost of transport fares and a worsening security. Last year, the federal government slashed interstate road transport fares by 50% and approved a free rise for commuters on offering services during the Yuletide. According to the Association of Luxury Buses Owners of Nigeria, the transportation subsidy, which took effect from December 21, 2023 to January 4, 2024, benefited no fewer than 112,000 passengers. Also, the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics reported that fuel prices had risen to between 1,025 and 1,045 naira per litre at various filling stations in Lagos. A trip from Lagos to Benin, which cost between 6,000 naira and 12,000 naira earlier last December, and now costs between 15,000 naira and 21,000 naira, depending on the transport company and bus quality. Our former head of state, Yakubu Gowon, has expressed concern over the crises across the nation, saying Nigeria cannot afford another civil war. The Nigeria Civil War was between 1967 and 1970 and claimed millions of lives, but speaking at the Plateau Unity Christmas Carols and Praise Festival in Jos Plateau State, Gowon, who expressed worry over the state of insecurity, prayed that Nigeria will not experience another civil war. The maiden edition of the Plateau State Interdenomination Unity Christmas Carols and Praise Festival commenced at the Ten Commandments prayers altar in Dole, Jos South, local government area of the state. I was graced by eminent Nigerians who have contributed immensely to peace and unity. The governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Olayemi Cardoso, pleaded with Nigerian youths not to leave the country, assuring that its ongoing reforms and policies are in the best interest of everyone and guards towards economic development. Cardoso pleaded while delivering his keynote address at the 59th Annual Bankers Dinner of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria in Lagos, advised the Nigerian youths not to leave the country, as the bank was working on building an economy where business could thrive. While acknowledging the severe impact of the reforms on Nigerians, Cardoso says the reforms are focused on tackling challenges of today and on securing the opportunities of tomorrow. You're listening to News Express on Adamimogo 107.7 FM Ido-Ekiti. After the break, security forces avert unrest in Oro Kingdom.
Is here with us again. Oh yes, Adamimogo 107.7 FM Ido-Ekiti is using this medium to inform and invite children, parents, heads of nursery, primary and secondary schools, churches and individuals wishing to sponsor children and be a part of our 2024 Father Christmas show beginning from 2nd to 24th December 2024. Come and let's revel in the season of love and giving. It promises to be fun-filled. Our Father Christmas will arrive from Rome and be seated at his grotto in our station to receive children, dance and play with them. There are lots of take-home goodies and gifts from Father Christmas, as well as toys and play gadgets to make children's visit interesting, long-lasting, and memorable. For further inquiries, please contact Desmond Olaoluwa on 0806 511 4430 or Bayo Babalola on 0803 562 5812. Adamimogo 107.7 FM Ido-Ekiti 2024 Father Christmas Show promises to be exciting. Be a part of it.
Stay there. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook via Adamimogo 107.7 FM. For happenings around you or news inquiries, please contact our newsroom on this number 0811-801-8242. Now the rest of the bulletin. The Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, has said Lagos State Government has neither banned sachet water nor have any plans to do so. Wahab stated this in a post on X today while reacting to a viral video showing some individuals busting sachet water packs at factories and on buses, as it debunked claims that the individuals were enforcement officers from any Lagos State government agency or the Lagos State Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources. According to the Commissioner, investigations revealed that the individuals are the enforcement officers of NAFDAC who are targeting sachet water that does not comply. Reports indicated that a group in the community plans to cause a crisis at the Catholic Church in the town, where the traditional ruler Oba Joel Olaniyi Oyetoye Olufayo II intended to worship in Oro Kingdom of Irepodu local government of Kwara State. Security forces has today prevented the major unrest in the community. Consequently, the church was put under lock and key by the aggrieved section of the community to avert any bloody clash that could have been triggered by the developments. The spokesman of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Kwara State Command, Ayola Michael Shola, confirmed the development, saying a proactive action taken by the security forces helped to reduce the tension between some members of the community. Lale of Vajadu Ido Gagamo, the 2024 annual festival featuring 750 million naira development project fund, raising into family reunion yesterday, 30th November 2024, was held at the open space beside Dr. Akinlade's residence on Yora Road, Ido-Ekiti. The Olojudo of Ido and Chairman Traditional Council of Obas, Ekiti States, Oba Captain Ayoni Delori Faboro, welcomed and appreciates all the sons and daughters of Ido and the non-indigenous of Ido Ekiti who graced this year's annual festival. In his speech, the Chairman Planning Committee, Dr. Abiodun Abe, FTA, who lost his wife, late Mijisola Abe, 3 days to the event, expressed his gratitude to the good people of Ido for the trust and confidence reposed in the community for the Ajodun. He described this year's event as a remarkable celebration, the town's heritage, unity and resilience, and also not just a series of events, but a vibrant expression of who we are as a people and what we stand for. The chairman of this year, Ajodun Ido, Bishop Kayode Fanilola, commended the member of this year's festive committee for the job well done, for their great sacrifice considering the state of the nation's economy, saying one of the purposes of this event is to fast-track the socio-cultural and economic development of his town that can foster social bonding and an agenda for cultural identity. Honorable Afolabi wondered charged the sons and daughters of Ido home and abroad who are yet to come back to their father's soil the need to draw homes to be part of the crusade for the town's development. Dignitaries who graced the event of Barrister Steve Alabi Adegbuyega, the Olusi of Osi-Ekiti, the Olojudo in Council, and many other traditional rulers. Others are the Executive Chairman, Ido C Local Government, Honorable Bamidele Adetiloye Omoleye, Engineer Dr. John Ekundayo, Special Advisor, Director General, Office of Transportation and Service Delivery, Governor's Office, Okebareki, Ado-Ekiti, Honorable Dr. Lawrence Olushola Ogunshina, President, Ido Progressive Association, Honorable Professor Afolabi Olurotimi Wanda Obanla of Ado-Ekiti, among others. In the same vein, at the Ajodun Ido Festival, a distinguished award of excellence presented to the CEO and founder Adamimogo FM Nigeria, Professor Samuel Alo, in recognition of Adamimogo 107.7 FM Ido-Ekiti for the station's immense contribution to the development of Ido community. Represented by the General Manager Adamimogo 107.7 FM, Sir Sunday Lai Oyawa, the King of Boys, appreciated the organizing committee of this year's Ajodun Ido annual event. He reiterated the radio station commitment of developing Ido and Ekiti.
Thank you very much. My Oga, thank you very much. Well, I give honor and glory to Almighty God for this epoch-making occasion. It's the God's doing. Well, I have to thank KBSC and the good people of Ido-Ekiti, KBSC in particular, for making it possible for the CEO to establish this radio station in Ido-Ekiti. And I dedicate this thing to the CEO and founder, the acclaimed prophet and evangelist worldwide, Prophet Sam Olualo, for his vision, for his dream, to consider his hometown for this edifice. It's a commendable effort. And I have to thank the good people of Ido-Ekiti who will continue to project the name of Ido-Ekiti far and wide, as long as we continue to stay in this town. And the place is for everybody.
That's Salayi Oyawa speaking there. Also, the chairman of First Minders Microfinance Bank Ido-Ekiti, Prince Oluwasegun Adekwajo, was given an award of excellence. However, he dedicated the award to the staff of the Microfinance Bank, thanked the host Odudun family as they were able to raise 7 million naira, the highest than any host has given for the past years. Ido Country Club, under the leadership of its president, Engineer Mololo Lofintuyi, gave 2 degrees of scholarship to undergraduates and graduate EDGs of Ido-Ekiti, as he described the scholarship as a spirit of giving back to the society in these hard times of the nations to encourage and build the youth, as it emphasized on building the human resources of the community. Engineer Lofintuyi further said the ICC hosted the awardees to the clubhouse and gave them enlightenment and encouraged them never to look down on themselves, rather focus on their academies and be useful for themselves and the community. According to the Olojudo of Ido, said Ebi Omoba will host the next year 2025 Ajodun Ido Ogogomodu Annual Festival. On business, the federal government has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Republic of France to promote and diversify the critical mineral value chain and the solid mineral sectors. This was disclosed in a statement on Sunday by the Special Assistant on Medias to the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Segun Tomori. The MOU signing was done by the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele Alake, on the sidelines of President Bola Tinubu's visit to France. Tomori said Alake stressed that the ministry would leverage the partnership to open the mining sector to French investors. On foreign scene, the president-elect Donald Trump has threatened to impose a 100% tariff on the BRICS group nations if they undercut the US dollar. The statement comes after the BRICS summit held last month in Kazan, Russia, where the countries discussed boosting non-dollar transactions and strengthening local currencies, and also the group has expanded significantly since its inception in 2009, where countries like Iran, Egypt, and the United Arab Emirates are now included. At the Kazan summit in October, Moscow secured a joint declaration encouraging the strengthening of correspondent banking networks within BRICS and enabling settlements in local currencies in line with the BRICS cross-border payments initiative. However, at the end of the summit, Putin indicated that little progress had been made on launching a possible competitor to the Belgium-based SWIFT financial messaging system. However, Donald Trump has vowed to pursue the protectionist agenda, threatening hefty tariffs on neighbors and rivals. On entertainment, Nigerian singer David Adeleke, aka Davido, at the Elevate Africa program has boasted about his rich contact list, where he claimed that he has 14 presidents' phone numbers and explained that his music has opened so many doors for his family. Elsewhere, singer Ruga has spoken about his romantic relations with women. Ruga, who described himself as a lover boy, noted that he recently discovered that relationships does not work for him. Speaking during a televised interview, the singer said his natural instinct is to get serious with someone, but he often loses interest. On sports updates, felicitations have started pouring in from friends and associates of the chairman Ekiti State Sports Development Trust Fund, Dr. Tokunbo Jakande Ajila, on the conferment of honorary doctorate on the Ado-Ekiti born philanthropist. Members of the Ekiti Sports Development Trust Fund joined others groups and individuals that have identified and congratulated Dr. Jakande Ajila on the fair, describing her as a rare gem with rare spirit of kindness, generosity, and vision. The SDTF members comprise the Chief Segun Adebayo, Chief Femi Afolabi, Honorable Benga Faroye, Honorable Felicia Arise, Honorable Femi Atobaloye, Honorable Tunde Adewale, as well as Kozim Oladapo. Thanked the Prowess University, United States of America, for counting Dr. Jakande Ajila worthy of the prestigious honor, saying she has been a fruit ambassador of Ekiti State and motherhood, going by her passion and initiatives. The SDTF board members promised to always rally round her towards ensuring the vision of Governor Biodo Yebanji, who appointed them as is accomplished for the betterment of humanity and development of sports. Joined by numerous friends or family members, political allies, and associates, Dr. Jakande Ajila promised to dedicate herself to the service of humanity, especially women and children, saying more efforts will be intensified towards touching more lives and alleviating poverty. Arsenal powered into second place in the Premier League with a blustering 5-2 win against West Ham United that breathed fresh life into their title challenge. Mikel Arteta's side ran out in the first half at the London Stadium, scoring 5 times to move 6 points behind the leaders, Liverpool, who host the spluttering champions Manchester City later today. Chasing a first title since 2004, Arsenal have been revitalized by the return of captain Martin Odegaard, who was sidelined for 12 matches in all competitions with an ankle injury. To end the News Express this evening, a recap of our top stories. We told you that President Bola Tinubu will leave France on Monday for Cape Town, South Africa, to co-chair the 11th session of the Nigeria-South Africa Binational Commission alongside President Cyril Ramaphosa, scheduled for Tuesday, December 3rd, at the South African Parliament building. Remember, we also told you that Social Economy Rights and Accountability Project RAP As I urged President Bola Tinubu to direct the Minister of Finance and Minister of Economy Wale Edu and the Accountant General of the Federation Oluwatoyin Sekirat Mildin to disclose the specific names of the companies and contractors who collected over 167 billion naira from 31 ministries, departments and agencies but failed to execute any projects. We lastly informed you that following an intelligence report indicated that a group in the community planned to cause a crisis at the Catholic Church in the town where the traditional ruler Obajo Olaniyi Oyetoye Olufayo II intended to worship in the kingdom of Iraqwa, the local government of Kwara State. Security forces has today prevented major unrest in the community. And that's News Express on Adamimogo 107.7 FM, Olojudo's Palace, Ido Ekiti. The news was edited and read by Kingsley Iniovosa. Good evening, thanks for listening.
Top stories, real voices.
Have arrived in Lagos, according to authorities in Nigeria.
Tune in to Adamimogo